All right, 3, 2, 1. Here at Baby Fendi today. How you doing?
Good. What about you?
Well, Southern Hospitality. I'm doing well. Thank you so much. You just performed for us for AMP. I appreciate that.
Thanks for having me.
How was the performance? Talk to me a little bit about that song and why you chose that one.
Cause that's like my favorite song on my mixtape that I just dropped on the 23rd of October. I just like the song, but how I felt about the performance, it was kind of different live. That's a lot, but I had fun.
Maybe I'm too humble. That's the name of the project.
Definitely.
Okay, cool. So talk to me a little bit about like what inspired that. What was some of the inspirations behind that?
Well, throughout the tape, like some of those songs kind of old, but I put them on there because I felt like it fit the tone of the tape. I just wanted to pop my shit, this mixtape. Like, I don't pop my shit enough. I'm just too fucking humble, so I just need to pop my shit, period.
Was it like a moment where you were like, okay, it's time for me to...
Yeah, like it was a moment because it got to the point where I just let too many people just walk over me because I was too humble. And I'm like, everybody else popping that shit, maybe that's what I need to do.
I got you. The humility, that's you got that from family, mom, dad, or like where does that come from?
My mom.
Okay. She always raised you. She was like, you gotta be humble. You gotta.
Yeah, you gotta be humble. But then my daddy, he on the other hand, he like, I'm pop my shit.
Yeah.
So I had to bring my daddy out of me.
Well, I think as an artist, it's important that people know though that like you are that as well at the same time. You can be humble, but
it gotta be at a balance. Don't never get too cocky with it, but it's a balance. I still know I gotta pop my shit. I can't be too humble.
Yeah. So let's talk about your journey as an artist. Do you remember the moment when you were like, okay, you know what? Music is what I want to do for a living?
Yeah. When I first started doing music, I really didn't know if I wanted to do it, but when I had first dropped my first video and it hit 1 million views, I'm like, shit, I might need to do this.
But even before that though, like what made you even say like, you know what, I want to give a shot at like and making music? My
best friend, he on my necks right here. I got him tatted right here too. I got him tatted, but he did music and that kind of inspired me. It was kind of like he like my guardian angel. So it's like he telling me like, do this shit. You know how to do it. This gonna take you far. So it's like I just did it for him, and then it just kind of kept going. So I just feel like he lived in me.
And what were some of those like early inspirations that like you knew you wanted to talk about, like from the very beginning?
What you mean? Explain.
So like, how did you know what you wanted to talk about when you first started?
Like what I want to talk about in music?
Yeah, it was like autobiographical. Was it just like what would you want to talk about?
Before I started doing music, I would research, like I always watch interviews, DJ Smiles interviews. I watch all of them, like different artists, especially female. I listen to the music and I'm like, okay, I love music. I know what people want to hear. And I see what other females doing. Let me stand out, let me be different. So I always looked up to male artists in like pain music. So I just noticed it when no female artists talking about pain. So that's when I stepped in and I started making music about my life pain, because I know it's somebody. Because when I listen to other people and I'm like, this motivate me. What if I'm the girl that speak up for other women that don't have the voice to say it? So I started making music like that, and that kind of got me the platform I got. So once I got the platform I got, I'm like, okay, now I gotta make music for the other people. Even though this not the music I wanna make, still gotta show them that I'm versatile. I can make any type of music that I want to.
Yeah.
Because I know music.
Was it tough being like vulnerable in the beginning and letting yourself, like people know like the real you, or did that not really?
No, in the beginning, it didn't even matter to me. It was in the middle of the process, like I started feeling like, I don't really want them to see this out. Well, I be picky about certain stuff or saying certain stuff, but in the beginning, I ain't give a fuck. I was just doing me at that point. And I think that's why people fuck with me, because it was just like, damn, she just don't give a fuck and she real with it. Like, so people just grasp to me. Like, they just fuck with me. Yeah. It's a vibe.
Okay, and you were doing this back home?
Yeah.
Before you even got to Atlanta?
Yeah, I've been rapping since I was like 10. Like, it started with poetry. And then it became into rap. Like, I've been doing this shit since I was little. Like, my mama could never understand. Like, I had so many rap books, like every page filled. Like, and I always said, when I grow, I'm gonna keep. As I grew up, I kept my books. But when I got like in the 9th grade, I don't know what happened. I think when we moved, like I just lost all it. Yeah. But I kept all my books. And when I went back and read some of that shit, I said, I know I ain't saying you, but I've been writing since I was little. Okay. Never understood where it came from, but it was my way of coping because I ain't really had nobody to talk to.
Yeah. So talk to me now about being in Atlanta. What's that been like for you, and what are some of the things that like you feel like Atlanta has to offer that home didn't necessarily have?
With Atlanta, it's a process because every day it's like on my side. I got some 1942 up my lip. I'm just tired of drinking. I don't get no sleep. Where you at, Fendi? We outside. Oh, you better get your shit. I'll be like, oh my, and I don't know how to say no because it like, I need to be out here because I need to get my face out there. It's a good look because when I go to these clubs, I'm the type of person I always been in the house. So when I go to these clubs, the DJs, they come like, who is this girl? Like, we ain't seen her. She look good. Like, who is this girl? Like, trying to book me. Like, you rappers on. They see I had these chains and they like, what you do? Okay. You know, so it be like that or whatever. But the difference in Atlanta and Albany, one thing that I can say about Atlanta, it don't matter if you sound good or bad, they gonna support the fuck out of you. It's all about a wave in Atlanta. Like, if everybody talking about you, they gonna fuck with you. But see, where I'm from, it's like, you could be doing good and they just won't fuck with you because they feel like you doing better than me, so I don't even wanna fuck with you. Yeah. But if it was somebody else, they'll fuck with them. But just because it's me, they don't wanna fuck with me. But I don't care about shit.
Has that been tough for you to work through? Because it's like home. You always want home to support you.
Hell no, I ain't never care about that. Because when I started looking at my insights and my analytics, I'm like, hold up. I got motherfuckers from Brazil, London, Florida, Texas.
Yeah.
I ain't worried about no motherfucking, man, please. I ain't worried about that. It's like, damn, I do want them to fuck with me because I fuck with them. I love everybody in my city who support me. But it's like, I can't make nobody fuck with me. So it's just like, I still fuck with you, but from a distance.
Okay. Talk to me a little bit about quarantine. You spent the whole quarantine in Atlanta?
No. I was in Albany, where I'm originally from. I was back and forth, like, trying to record this and that, and then I eventually finally moved here. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What was it like for you? Did you find yourself like learn more about yourself during this time period?
Yeah, I learned a lot, and I just got motivated. Like, I just seen more opportunities. I got connected with myself spiritually. Like, I just found myself, like, cause before quarantine and all this stuff, like, I didn't even really know who I was no more. Wow. I was just lost.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think about that? Like, solitude made you find more about yourself? Like, what was it about this period?
It had it where, like, you couldn't even just go nowhere for real. So it's like, you ain't got no time but just to sit here and think, like, what's my next move for real? So I just think, like, okay, I see motherfuckers making this type of money, this. I need to be doing that too. Because it look easy, and it is easy. And if I got this type of platform, why not take advantage of it? Like, at the time, I'm sitting here complaining, like, I ain't doing this, I don't have this, but it really was my fault because I could get up and go get it if I wanted to.
Yeah. We interviewed an artist earlier who talked about, when quarantine first hit, all the shows stopped, booking stopped, all that sort of thing. So, like, they really had to find ways to get money. And one of the things she said is that, like, she started in OnlyFans. And I know that you also are on that platform as well, right?
Right.
So what was that process like for you? Like, was it like what made you say, okay, you know what? Like, I wanna join this too.
Okay, so with the OnlyFans, so one day, I was just chilling, and what I do when I make music now, like, I see what's going on, what's trending, what's going on, and I try to base it off my music. Like, okay, they talking about this shit, let me go make a song about this. So one day I'm just like, hey, I just be thinking, like, even when, like, if an artist, it's a big song and nobody remix, I say, fuck that, I need to be the first one to remix because that's what I'm gonna have all views on it. So I'm like, shit, ain't nobody got a song on OnlyFans, Drake? Nobody got a song to nobody made no song called OnlyFans. I said, this my time to shine. And I kept telling my manager, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna make a song called OnlyFans. I kept telling my friend, I said, I don't know what it's gonna sound like. I don't know what the beat sound like, but I'm gonna make it. So it's this producer that's from my hometown. Okay. And he sent me this beat. He sent it to me weeks before. And it was like a twerk beat. And I always say I'd never make a twerk song. But I just, it was like God said, go listen to that beat, and I listen to it every day, and I just could never come up with something. But it was that one day I was just sitting in the bed, and it just came. I was like, I may make a OnlyFans if you want to see. I said, hold up. I called my agent. I said, where you at? I need to come record right now. Yeah. And I just recorded, and after that, I wasn't sure of the song, because if you hear the original song, it just sounds like I'm just like, But then everybody I let him, they like, that's the one. So I'm like, let me re-record it again. So I actually recorded this song like 3 times. Okay. But I actually made the OnlyFans because I'm like, I'ma market this shit. Like, I ain't finna make it on no, I wanna make some money shit.
I got you.
I'ma make this song. Okay. Then I'ma make my OnlyFans.
Yep.
And then drop the video on my, like, you know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm marketing with the shit. Okay. And actually, OnlyFans reached out, and I got a partnership with OnlyFans now. Oh. So I'ma like post like exclusive content on my OnlyFans. So what we gonna do with OnlyFans? OnlyFans want to make it a different market. Like, they want to make it something different instead of it being sexual and stuff. They want to have it where artists can be on there. If you sell clothes, anything, like, they want to make it different. Dope. And I'm gonna be the first one to do it. That's so I'm gonna have my behind the scenes. I'm gonna draw all my exclusive behind the scenes footage, pictures I never probably posted on my page. If I got some tea I want to talk about, I'm gonna talk about my OnlyFans. It's like exclusive shit. Only like you can only get it if you subscribe. Simple. Okay.
Was there ever like any worry or hesitation from you where like people might see me in a certain way, or like are more people sliding into your DMs or hitting you? Okay.
For one, I got a boyfriend. I had to explain it to him. So it's so funny now. When I first put the link in my bio, I probably had it on my page, on my Instagram page. Now I put it on my Snapchat first, and I kept it up for a while because I know my mama and shit ain't on my Snapchat. And people were subscribing. They were subscribing. Yep. Then when I put it on my Instagram, my mama called me. What the fuck is this? You better than this. I didn't raise you. I'm like, Mama, I'm grown as hell. I said, this is for some marketing shit. This gonna get us rich. You need to be quiet real quick. And she went crazy. But when I finally dropped the song, did the video, she like, you need to be dropping that OnlyFans link. Yeah, be quiet. Yeah, you need to leave me alone. That's what you need to do.
Okay. So you had to explain it to a couple people, but for the most part.
But at the most part, I didn't care what nobody had to say, because it was this one girl on Instagram, and she made a comment like, I never make an OnlyFans. That's for broke bitches. But then you get on Instagram and you showing your nipples. Bitch, get on OnlyFans and show them nipples for this amount of money every month. Fuck is you talking about? You getting on Instagram and show your nipples for free? Yeah. That's broke bitch shit. Can't relate.
So talk to me a little about musically. What can the fans expect for you? Kind of, we rounding out 2020. Yeah. 2021. What can we expect? What's going on?
Well, I mean, I'm just trying some everything. Like, I want to have fun with this shit. Like, at first, I was just thinking too hard, and I'm like, I need to make this type of song. I just realized, like, with other artists like Young Thug and them, like, they have fun with this shit. Like, they just drop any type of record constantly, like, and whatever record they grab on it, and then if they don't, they don't. It's just music. Just dropping music is good. Like, just to have a lot of music out is more money. So I just want my fans to know, like, I'm just having fun with this shit. So it might be some songs they don't fuck with, it might be some songs they do, but they gonna grab onto some of it. So I'm just really having fun, freestyling, and just dropping good records.
I'm with it. All right, so we got a portion of the interview. It's called Beyond the Artist. So you told me you like food, so we're gonna do the food edition. Okay. So everything that we go through, it's gonna be through the lens of food, all right? First off, you have any food restrictions?
Like stuff that I don't like.
Like not like allergic to, like anything you can't eat.
It's nothing that I'm allergic to.
So you can eat everything.
I can eat everything.
That's what's up. Okay. If you had to pick, what's better, sweet or savory food?
Sweet.
Sweet. Okay. What food reminds you most of home?
Like soul food, like fried chicken, yams, cabbage, macaroni and cheese, cubes, steak.
All that. Is it cooked by anybody in particular?
My grandma.
Okay. Is there any food that you ate as a child that you wouldn't eat anymore?
Black eyed peas. Let me see. What's that shit called? Coleslaw. Pig feet.
Nah.
Collard greens, I ain't really into that no more.
Really?
Yeah, I don't really like collard greens no more. Like, that shit just nasty to me now. Shit like that.
Okay, all right. What's a restaurant that's an absolute no-no for a first date?
Well, I remember one time this dude tried to take me to this real fancy restaurant. I said, what the fuck is this? I said, I'm hood. Take me to the hoodie spot y'all got in Atlanta. I don't want this shit. I didn't know what the fuck that stuff was. Man, what is this?
Yeah.
So I'm not that type of person. Like, I don't care how rich I get. Like, I don't want that shit with that little ass dot on the plate. And what is this? I don't like that type of stuff. I don't want that shit.
Wow.
I don't want that. I'm hood. I like hood shit. I like
So
soul
what's like a
food
good
and shit.
spot? Like if somebody take you here on the first, like you cool with that?
I don't really know, but I don't want that fancy ass shit. I don't know what the fuck that is.
That's crazy because that's like the complete opposite of what everybody says.
Yeah, like I don't like steak and shit. Like I don't like that. That shit nasty to me. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe I'll change one day, but I tried and it was just like, God, I don't think the hood gonna never come out of me.
What's your go-to breakfast and bed food?
I don't really fuck with breakfast. I don't really like breakfast. But if I had to, I don't really like breakfast. I'm not a breakfast type of girl.
Nah?
No, I won't eat in the morning. Like, it just make me sick.
That's the most important meal of the day.
It is, but I just can't eat it. I mean, shit. What would I eat for breakfast? Shit.
All right. Well, I guess we'll skip on that.
Yeah, I
All
don't
right.
like
And
breakfast.
lastly, what's a food that you've never had but always wanted to try?
Shit. Crawfish. I never had crawfish.
Okay.
I never had crawfish. Like, I just never had it.
Yeah.
Everybody be like, when I was in Texas, like, people in Texas love crawfish. I'm like, damn, I need to taste it because y'all eat crawfish every day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They love crawfish. I need some.
Okay, so you gotta try that.
Yeah, I need to try it.
All right, very good. Rounding out, if I gave you $5 million today and you could donate it to any charity or cause that you're passionate about, what would you give it to?
You would give me a hard question. Well, I would give it to, I don't know a particular name. I'm just gonna tell you what it's for. My brother, he has something that's called spiritosis, so it's kind of more so in the sickle cell area. So I would donate to those people who have sickle cell and stuff because that's something that my brother suffered from.
Oh, okay. Trying to help them like find, like, is there a cure for it or just like?
I ain't no doctor now, but you know, I would donate to them.
I got you. All right. And lastly, what's a shoe that you feel like embodies you and why?
I don't know. I'm not really a sneakerhead. I don't really get into all that, but you see what's on my feet.
Okay.
That's all I gotta do. A little tilt tap. Christian Dior.
Okay.
Probably won't wear again. They cost a band.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Flex on them. I like that. All right. Tell everybody where they can find you.
You can follow me on Instagram at I am Baby Fendi, Twitter I am Baby Fendi, Snapchat COPYYAN, and my Facebook is also Baby Fendi.
Very good. Thank you so much for being with
Thanks
us
for
today.
having me.
All right. That's a wrap. All right. Baby Fendi.